I'm going to read you another book today about Scaredy Squirrel. And now that he's coming out of his tree, Scaredy Squirrel makes a friend. Scaredy Squirrel makes a friend. Do you like making friends? Think about a friend that you've made. Yes, it's so much fun to have a friend, isn't it? Scaredy Squirrel doesn't have a friend. He'd rather be alone than risk encountering someone dangerous. A squirrel could get bitten. So he's afraid of that. A few individuals Scaredy Squirrel is afraid to be bitten by. A walrus, look at those big teeth. Bunnies, piranhas, beavers, Godzilla. Oh, look at the teeth on all of them. And he's afraid of getting bitten by them. So Scaredy Squirrel finds interesting ways to pass the time all by himself. Can you think of something you like to do all by yourself? Do you like to read? Do you like to do a puzzle by yourself? Do you like to just play with your toys sometimes and just be all alone? Well, this is what he likes to do. He reads the phone book. He whistles. He knits. He chats. He's got a puppet there he's chatting with. He does crafts. He yawns. He counts. Until one day, he spots someone perfectly safe. Look at that. Who did he spot? Can you see? Yes, the perfect friend, according to Scaredy Squirrel, has a bubbly personality. He's squeaky clean. He's quiet. No teeth. He doesn't do much, but he's 100% safe. And who does he think that friend is? A fish. Now these are a few items Scaredy Squirrel needs to make the perfect friend. He wants to have a lemon. He wants to have a name tag, some mittens, a comb, a mirror, an air freshener, a toothbrush, and a chewy toy. And this is how to make the perfect first impression. Prepare freshly squeezed lemonade. I bet he wants to share it. Make sure the name tag is visible. Hello, my name is Scaredy. Tame your bad hair, brush your teeth, and practice your smile. Wear mittens to hide sweaty paws. Use a pine scent to smell delightful. And then follow the perfect plan. Here's the perfect plan. 1. Toss down chew toy to distract biters. 2. Use mirror to check your hair and teeth. 3. Run to the fountain. 4. Point to your name tag and smile. 5. Offer lemonade. And 6. Make the perfect friend. But let's say, just for example, that Scaredy Squirrel did come face to face with a potential biter. He knows exactly what not to do. Do not show fear. Do not show your fingers. Do not make eye contact. Do not make any loud noises. And if all else fails, play dead. That's what he likes to do, doesn't he? And hand over the test. Here's Scaredy's risk test. Who are you? And they're supposed to check who they are. How many teeth do you have? 2, 10, 32, 100, 1,000, more. What's your hobby, biting or other? What do you see, a friend or something to bite? So if you do meet a biter, they have to take that test. Well, with every detail under control, Scaredy Squirrel puts the plan into action. First, he tosses down the chew toy. Then he heads down the tree. Everything is perfect until he hears a strange sound coming from behind. And he realizes, oh no, can you tell what that is? It's a dog. This was not part of Scaredy Squirrel's plan. Oh no, it's a dog. The dog chases Scaredy around the bush, around the fountain, around in circles, until Scaredy Squirrel plays dead. 30 minutes later, 1 hour later, 2 hours later. After all this time, Scaredy Squirrel realizes that the dog doesn't want to bite him. He doesn't want to bite him. Oh, he just wants a friend. Scaredy Squirrel points to his name tag. Hello, my name is Scaredy. Then he starts chasing his new buddy. They play fetch, they play hide and seek, and they play dead. And Scaredy Squirrel forgets all about the goldfish, not to mention the walruses, bunnies, beavers, piranhas, and Godzilla. Time flies when you're having fun. He's just having so much fun. All this excitement inspires Scaredy Squirrel to make a few minor changes to his idea of a friend. My almost perfect friend, according to Scaredy Squirrel, has muddy paws, a loud bark, a wet doggy smell, drool, a tooth, and he's 83% safe, but lots of fun. Oh, wow. Well, here they are. As for the wet doggy smell, it's been taken care of. He put the pine scent on the doggy's collar. And look at that picture of those two great friends. Oh, I just love it. I hope that you have someone that you've made friends with too. I'm going to read one more Halloween book today called The Big Pumpkin. Now that's a big pumpkin, isn't it? I already bought a pumpkin, but mine is not that big. Once there was a witch who wanted to make pumpkin pie, so she planted a pumpkin seed. She weeded and watered, and after a while a sprout poked through, and then a pumpkin grew, and it grew, and it grew, and then it grew some more. Can you see how big that pumpkin is looking? Wow. Soon Halloween was just hours away, and the witch thought about pumpkin pie and bent down to take her pumpkin off the vine. Look at that wonderful pumpkin that she grew. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled. First she pulled hard and then she pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the witch. Well, just then along came a ghost. Ooh, big pumpkin, said the ghost. It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween's just hours away, said the witch. And she kicked that pumpkin. I am bigger than you and stronger too, boasted the ghost. Let me try. Said the witch, but she thought about pumpkin pie and she stepped aside. Well, the ghost bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, he pulled and he tugged and he pulled, and first he pulled hard and then he pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the ghost. Just then along came a vampire. Big pumpkin, said the vampire. It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween's just around the corner, said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. I am bigger than both of you and stronger too, boasted the vampire. Let me try. Said the witch. Said the ghost. What do you think that vampire did? They thought about pumpkin pie and they stepped aside, and the vampire bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine, and he pulled and he tugged and he pulled, and first he pulled hard and then he pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the vampire. He couldn't get it either. Just then along came a mummy. Big pumpkin, said the mummy. It's big and it's mine, but it's stuck on the vine, and Halloween's just hours away, said the witch, and she kicked that pumpkin. I am bigger than all of you and stronger too, boasted the mummy. Let me try. Said the witch. Said the ghost. Said the vampire. But they thought about pumpkin pie, and they all stepped aside. The mummy bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Well, she pulled and she tugged and she pulled, and first she pulled hard and then she pulled harder, but that pumpkin just sat. Drat, said the mummy. And she couldn't get it either. Just then along came a bat. Big pumpkin, said the bat. The witch didn't say a word. She just looked at the ghost and rolled her eyes. The ghost looked at the vampire, and the vampire looked at the mummy, and they all looked at the little bat, and they started to laugh. I may not be big and I may not be strong, said the bat, but I have an idea. And the bat told them what to do. Said the witch. Said the ghost. Said the vampire. Said the mummy. See how they had been laughing? I wonder what the bat told them to do. Ready, set, oh, sorry, I skipped a page. But they thought about pumpkin pie, and they bent down to take the pumpkin off the vine. Ready, set, pull, called the bat. The bat pulled the mummy pulled the vampire pulled the ghost pulled the witch, and the witch pulled the pumpkin. Well, they pulled and they tugged and they pulled, and first they pulled hard and then they pulled harder. Woo! And, oh my goodness, snap! Off came the pumpkin. Drat, said the witch. Whoosh! It flew and it flew and it flew. And thud! It landed on top of a hill, and thump, bump, thump, bump, thump, bump, it bounced all the way down to the witch's house. And when it got to her door, that pumpkin just sat. Hooray for the bat, shouted the witch, and she hurried inside to make pumpkin pie. Said the ghost. Have some more, said the witch. Couldn't eat another bite, said the vampire. Fun parties, said the mummy. Time to go, said the bat. Look at them all enjoying their pumpkin pie. Drat, said the witch as she watched them all leave. Then she went right out and planted another pumpkin seed. So she'll be ready for next year, won't she? Well, good night. And I love you all. And just have a good day. First, have a good night's sleep. And then a good day tomorrow. Do your best at school. And make a friend. And make sure that you help somebody. Like the bat helped all of these little characters. So I love you. Amen.